New episode of Nostalgia Power Prime Time. Black Friday is coming on, and the holiday season is in full swing. PD7 will bring you the best deals of the season as he walked and talked and could go all the way. Also, the bad guy Mike Worley is closing in on 500 subs, and a giveaway is imminent. What kind of ridiculous shenanigans does he have up his sleeve this week? Plus, tales of words of wisdom by the Jester Tester, and Zod Writer calls somebody a scumbag and takes multiple shots at James Gunn. All that and more on this debut episode of Nostalgia Power Prime Time.
Yeah.
What an
Welcome
intro.
to
That was
Prime
awesome.
Time.
Wow. Good evening, everybody.
I don't think I could pull off the Chris.
I actually like that intro. I think better than our morning
Wow.
intro.
I don't know. Tuesdays might be our new thing.
The jackass
Yeah, the only problem
smack. I
is-
must have watched that a million
pump.
times. I love that
Yes.
thing.
Oh my God. I know. And that was, I think, Bam. He got it the absolute worst out of all of them. Was he the one that they made carry the tray of
He
soup?
did. Oh man, that's fun with the soup. Oh God.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, anyways, wait, this isn't Saturday morning.
No. What the hell is
What
this?
the heck's going on here? I know. So, we figured Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it's pretty much come and gone. Although the sales, some of the sales are still there, but we figured,
Partially.
yeah, partially, right? But we have some inside information here. We got the man that has been walking the beat the entire
Oh, boy.
weekend,
Oh boy.
right?
Yes.
Wait, this way.
It's
The
been
guy
busy.
who was out there living it.
It's been
we figured
busy.
it-
I mean, how many people
Yeah.
in the
Let's go.
chat have picked up anything in the last couple of days? And what was your favorite thing
I
you
listed
picked
the
up?
poll. I'm curious to see who all picked up anything over Black Friday.
I mean,
or
you guys
Cyber
got to
Monday.
admit, countercades. 2000.
That was kind of like the thing, right?
Killing it.
This has been the year of the countercade, at least when it comes to deals. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Because what do you got? The deluxe cabinets. I mean, what are we seeing? Like $100 off of those
The
things?
only,
$399.
the only thing that I think is kind of, was kind of encroaching was they were really pushing NBA Jam, the $99 for the NBA Jam, but then you could get the Partycade. And the Partycade, what I never understood was the Partycade is like $250. It's not on sale for that much. It's just but it can't really compete with the $99 two-player countercade with the light-up marquee.
It's funny you say that though, Zod, because Costco, the Partycade is $149 right now, on sale from $199. You're right about the marquee, and actually the Shack. I always said Shack Jam.
What's up,
The
Ralphie?
Shack Partycade is like $269 on like Amazon or Walmart right now. Hey, Ralphie. Even though it doesn't light up, it's for $149 to get that 17-inch. Actually, we were talking with Cornercade the other day. He's debating getting it. You can see the NBA Jam Countercade right here. And I think that we're going to see a lot more NBA Jam Countercades remaining because a lot of people have NBA Jam. Mike, you got NBA Jam, right?
I do. Yes.
Jesse,
the
do you
original
have
NBA Jam.
right? Do you have NBA Jam, Jesse?
I had almost all the countercades, but I got rid of them, unfortunately. Yeah, I had to make room. I had to get rid of some of the stuff. I had over like 30 some odd cabinets, and
Wow,
I had to get rid of some. Yeah.
It stinks getting rid of them. My new thing is I'm not getting rid of anymore.
Yeah, but you know what I wish they would come out with more with the Partycades, because with the Partycades, I mean,
Amen.
You can hang them on and you get you get a really big monitor with them. I really wish they would kind of
17-inch.
Yeah.
And it's a BOE.
Yes.
I like the feet. Actually, I like having it because when you're talking 17 inches, and when you look at the 8-inch behind me, you really got to have that high enough because you're like looking down. But 17, It's perfect.
Yeah,
Any height.
Well,
Like,
There you go.
You
I
know?
mean, Mike
That's
Hawk
the three-quarter-
sold on the Partycade.
That's what the 3/4 scale. That's what the 3/4 scale ones are. They have the same monitor in the Partycades is in all those over inflated, expensive 3/4 scale machines.
Mike Hawk, yeah. I mean, if you have the Defender Partycade, that is like that's like the grail of arcade.
That's
Yeah,
the
right.
Catalina wine mixer. Zod, you have it.
Really. Yeah,
Jeez.
I had it. I gifted it to my nephew, and he loves it. So I'm like, I was happy. I was actually happy
Hey,
to
Matt.
get rid of it because I wasn't doing anything with it. It was just kind of sitting. So, but Partycades are
Matt.
cool.
I agree. They
the
should be.
sale-
We were talking about that last time that all the countercades and Partycades should be online. I mean, if that was the case, it would be a game changer.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, there should be.
like, with everything you can do with your iArcade, with Mystery Encoder, like,
Hey,
could
what's up,
somebody
Sage?
hack into, like you just said, Jesse, the countercades, the Partycades? Could you
go.
Could you imagine us playing Punisher together?
Oh, I'd love
I
it.
mean, how fun would that be?
That would be so great.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Especially bringing it wherever you want to bring it and play it. I mean, God, it would just be so. I don't know why they haven't done that
Arcades.
yet.
There's lots of options with the countercades with battery packs and stuff too. You can
I was
use
just thinking of Detroit Love with his
portable.
battery pack.
Yeah. I mean,
Would he wire? He got a battery on one of these things. What, like a 20 volt DeWalt battery or something?
Little portable, like for your cell phone charger. Like he's got these plugged in because
Like a power bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's all you need.
everyone in the chat, we got to help out our buddy Stockjock. He's looking for the Marvel Superheroes countercade. So if anybody sees it, send him a message on Discord. Like, we're all on the lookout. If Target restocks back to 149 or even 99, help the guy out. We need to find him a Marvel Superheroes countercade. It's one of the Zod. What do you think of the Marvel Superheroes? You like the Mortal Kombat too?
I like both of those, the Mortal Kombat 2 and then the Marvel Superheroes. Those are great. Marvel Superheroes is awesome because it has Punisher on it.
Yeah.
And Punisher is so exclusive at this point. But honestly, if you do the Mystery Encoder, Bobby Sarah hack on any of these countercades, you can add thousands of games, arcade games, console games. I mean, we're talking, you want to get use out of that countercade. I mean,
Stockjock is just pushing those risers. I definitely, if you have a 2-player arcade one up, definitely get one of those stands from G.I. Joe.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, G.I. Joel hit a snag, when he did his big Black Friday sale on Etsy.
Yeah, I'd like to know what that's about.
Etsy decided to be a scumbag. And ruin everything for everybody. So
I'm debating ever going on Etsy again right now. To be honest.
I'm to hell with Etsy. I feel bad for all the creators on Etsy. I had so many people that I knew on Etsy that ran shops that were selling great products that no longer have shops anymore. But I want to give a shout out to my good friend who has a shop called Buttersoft Moisture. She sells a lot of great products, soaps, fragrances, that kind of stuff on Etsy, and it's a great shop. But Etsy plays games with her all the time too, and delists her stuff and takes her stuff down without giving her any reason why.
Never knew Etsy was like that. I've heard eBay doing stuff like that and them being difficult to work with. But
yeah,
I always thought Etsy was maybe like a more low key, easier way to go about it.
I did too.
Not.
Up until yesterday.
Yeah, apparently not. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, Kevin. Those $200 burger time scams. I've seen them on Etsy. Yep.
Yeah.
The 213. Like, come on.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
I always said if they let you put 10,000 of them in your cart and go to checkout, then something funny is going on. I'm sorry. That's gonna get old really quick. I'm sorry.
That's the best.
Yeah. Oh man.
So yeah, that's a shame that happened to Joel. So I don't. I haven't spoke to him since then.
I feel for him so much because I literally had 2 of those things in my cart. I was going to get the Marvel superheroes and the Mortal Kombat 2. I had them both in my cart, and when I went to check out, it was telling me that there were 18 other people that also had one of those in their cart. And when I went to check out, it had said that the seller's no longer selling on Etsy. And if you bought anything from Etsy, a red flag popped up and said, if you bought anything from G.I. Joe, from this seller, to contact Etsy for help.
Right.
Well, I guess Etsy is refunding, allegedly going to be refunding or killing all the transactions that were done, because
mine hasn't. Joel is fulfilling these orders. So if you placed an order, like, he is well aware of it. I'm going to put a link in the chat
for the website.
Yeah, for the website, because that you know what?
Yeah, forget Etsy.
Forget Etsy.
Yeah, forget it. Just don't even bother with them.
Anyone
just go to its site.
Just go directly to G.I. Joe Gaming. I just threw it in the chat.
So you did speak to him, so he knows everybody that placed an order, and
Joel has sent an email. Joel has sent out an email to everybody explaining what's going on and explaining what he's doing, and he's going through with this first batch of orders. And if you want to order, you just go directly to G.I. Joe Gaming.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. He doesn't even know who's been refunded, though.
Well, he knows. I haven't been. Mine's still there. Joel's,
Yeah, and I just found that very, very suspect when it's still in the cart, and then it's saying that it's still in all these other people's carts. So it's like Etsy basically screwed G.I. Joe out of 19 customers.
I know.
Yeah, 19 more purchases.
And he was just getting started. Like, he was just getting started too.
And he was offering a 10% off. Like, there was
huge incentives. It was a great deal.
Well, yeah, silver lining. They'll go to his website, and I mean, if they wanted it, they're going to get it. So
yeah,
he'll do.
We're all.
He's better off without Etsy anyway.
We're all going to have. You're 100% right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw Etsy.
Yeah. Screw them. Scumbags.
We're gonna be losing viewers here at any minute now. Got cool it with the Pee Wee Herman.
Pro tip: don't shop with scumbags.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what? I'm gonna let something out. I got whatever. I got caught up in that, and I was very good with watching out for scams and everything. But there was one that I was looking for a lightsaber one time, a long time ago, and I was on Facebook, and it looked legit. I swear to God, it looked legit. And I checked it out, and I checked all the reviews and everything. And it was supposed to be a NeoPixel lightsaber or something back in the day. And maybe not a NeoPixel, but it was supposed to be a really good one and everything. You know what came? It was busted open, and it was one you would get from Toys R Us. It was a piece of crap lightsaber. I mean, just a plastic.
So it was one of those plastic laser swords.
It was just a plastic lightsaber, and they stole a picture from, I think, Ultra Sabers,
and used that.
They used that thumbnail and that image, and I was like, I can't believe I fell for this, but I did. I fell for it.
Yeah, it's just like those $200 Burger Time deals.
Yeah, exactly.
When they first showed the retro shooter,
thanks, MJ. I don't feel stupid now.
I saw it. I saw it on Instagram. I sent the link right to Mike. I said, "Is this too good to be true?" Like, you don't know. You see some of this stuff. Like, luckily, Retro Shooter Kit is legit. But
yeah, right.
When you see some of this stuff, you're not 100% sold on it. You don't want to get ripped off.
Dude, remember it was last year this time I bought Blitz. Remember, it was that $40
$40
it was.
Oh,
I was straight up convinced I just gave my money to some
scam. That was some dude out of a hotel room, wasn't it?
No, it ended up being real. No, I mean, I got my cabinet.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was a hotel room. I think it was a motel room.
I'm confusing that with the other. I'm confusing that with another scam. There was another scam.
That was the Walmart. That was the Walmart
scam.
Yes,
it was. Yes,
what was
yes,
that?
yes.
The KI
no, the
or
$40 this thing was legitimate. Yeah, it might have been KI actually.
Scam. Oh man, yeah, but now you know what? There's a lot of websites you can go to that will vet almost all these websites.
Dude is sitting in his hotel room, one room hotel. He's watching TV, watching all the money roll
Yeah.
on his phone. Ordering Uber Eats.
I cracked.
Honey, we got another one.
Yeah, his girlfriend's in the shower. Hurry up! Another sucker just bought another cabinet.
It's like, what's this jerk need with 15 Killer Instinct cabinets? Yeah.
You know, they take such advantage of our nostalgia. You know that.
Yep.
We know what we want.
It's about
why we pay $700. You know, why we do it.
Speaking of $700, guess what's not $700 anymore? Time Crisis on Wayfair.
Yeah. Did somebody come to their senses, huh? So is this you think this is just a temporary seasonal sale thing?
Well, what happened last year with
Mark
NFL Blitz?
Mark Carey is actually pretty reliable as far as I'm concerned. You know, when you compare it to Etsy, Damien, yeah, you're right. Mercari is actually pretty good. I've bought a few things from there and haven't had any problems. But then again, some of the stuff I've bought off of Etsy, I haven't really had any problems either. It's just that all the good people get their stuff taken down or get their shops nerfed. Yeah, Time Crisis should be $199.
Oh, come on. Okay.
And the damn casino cake would be $49.99.
Bobby's onto something. $4.99. I think, guys. I mean,
that's reasonable.
I gotta be honest. If it was
$4.99,
guys, I probably would buy it. I probably would because
I sure hope so. Because I paid $7.49.
I mean, oh god.
Oh my gosh.
$7.49 though is obscene, Phil.
Let's get on to that for a second. Let's just spin off on that. Does that piss you off, Phil, when you see that you spent the high end price and then you see it go down to like $399?
No, because I knew going in. First of all, remember I sold Ridge Racer for $650. So technically, if you want to spin it, I paid $100 for Time Crisis. $650 I got for Ridge Racer. If you look at it that way, it took that spot. So, I mean, only someone insane would spend $7.49 on Time Crisis, right?
Yeah, well, that or on a casino cade. I don't know who those people would be.
Yeah,
man,
we're the two suckers
those
here.
Guys.
Yeah, who are they?
But
those morons.
You got to admit, it's one or the other is going to keep
morons getting taken advantage by scumbags.
What's going to drop lower, Casino Cade or Time Crisis? I mean, that's what's we're going to see something.
Wait, let me preface that just in case somebody just in the chat bought that. I'm just talking about myself, so I'm not calling out anybody else.
Not judging others. Yes.
No, I'm not judging anybody else. I'm calling myself an idiot.
Kevin, you're onto something. Because I did buy it on the Walk and Talk. Remember, I ordered it in a video.
Yeah, it's a tax write-off, right?
Thanks, Kevin. It's a good idea.
This community's full of people with great ideas.
You can get that money back, Phil.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
So Time Crisis
got to become an LLC now.
I was just looking at Dragon Slayer. Like, maybe I could get Dragon Slayer for $4.99 at Kohl's.
Maybe.
PD7 LLC. 100%.
Yeah, PD7 LLC.
100%. That's what needs to happen around.
I don't want to burn it out already. MJ87.
Yeah, it'll probably happen again though before the end of the show because
God, come on.
After all,
can you highlight Andy's game room
prime time.
We say it in the morning at least 30 times.
No.
Look at this one, Zod.
You're just poking the bear.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would get an autographed picture of him so I could throw darts at it. That would be pretty awesome. Just sit there and
There's the shots fired at James Gunn. See, I knew it.
Okay, if the Casino Cade was $3.99,
Nope, still too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't have any interest in it. I really don't.
Nope.
Yeah.
If
I had one of those guns in the supermarket that puts the prices on things, it'd be $150. That'd be it.
You know that's actually reasonable, Jesse. $150 makes sense. I mean, no joke. All BS aside, like $150 for the casino cade. That would
because
I think I would buy that for my parents for what
I like Kevin's idea.
Because let me tell you, if you went to what's his face now? God, with my names. I'm sorry. He's in New Jersey too. The guy who does the side art. I mean, you'd be paying $100 for the side art just alone. You know, $150 for side art.
Sabos?
Sabos, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Joe. You'd be paying $100 for good side art anyway. And there is great side art on Arcade 1-Up. So yeah, $150. Yeah. I mean, any Arcade 1-Up cabinet is great for $150, you know.
Hey, chaotic. Yeah, I think a 150. I mean, I might even pick it up for that. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it.
It's so hard to say no.
Okay, I want to go back in time. $399 is what it should have been priced at when it first came out. You get it for $299. I mean, realistically, would you pay $299 for it? Zod, if you could change this, if we could mod this into the time crisis.
No,
is it moddable?
I wouldn't buy it. I gotta go with Jesse's price. It's $199 or nothing. Yeah. 150.
Well, I'll up it with $199. That's okay. That's even
hard
fair.
To say
and you bought it, Jesse. Like that's saying a lot right now.
Yeah, I did. Well, my wife loved it, so I did it for her.
You got your value out of it. Then
I know that. I'm not giving you grief.
For family, if you buy it for family, your wife, your parents, whatever, it's something that they can. But we just got to make sure that they have a good internet connection,
or any internet connection.
Because if you don't have internet,
you don't have a game.
Don't have
you just have a wooden box. And
Ralphie, what was
the
best cardboard?
What was the price on that, Ralphie? Was it?
Yeah, I was wondering.
$699, or was it? What was I seeing those for, guys? Was it $425? I think it was $425.
I thought it was over $5. The one that you were looking at.
$525.
The display one. $549 was the Star Wars.
Star Wars. That was the pinball.
And it was $425 was Pac-Man. That's display though. It's not Saturday night, MG.
It's 10 a.m. Saturday. Yeah, everybody sleep in tomorrow. You don't have to go to work.
No, don't go.
So Damien's saying display was $425.
If you don't want to go to work, we could write you a note and let you know that we allowed you to stay home. Speaking of prices, though, what do you think about the prices of these the peasant versions of these arcades? Don't you think they're a little too high?
Why don't you take this one, Zach? I mean, what was it? $249?
Here, actually,
$249 right now at Walmart.
I can pull that up.
I think they should.
I saved the email.
It should be $199 each. They should be $199, $150 on sale.
This is them.
Oh,
right?
you
Right
think the sticker, the initiative price should be $199 to start with? You're saying?
Yeah.
I would agree.
I think $249 should be initiative price, and I think $199 should be the Cyber Monday Black Friday price.
Yeah, but think of it, Phil. I mean, if you want to go and get some and want to get a third party riser for that, they're going to charge you over $100.
No, $59.
Where do you find that?
Walmart.
They still have them at $59?
Yeah, but
you're talking about the black riser.
Stumbled across a bunch of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm adding on if you wanted to get Sabos to match a little
put
bit
some
of
graphics on it. That's what'll cost you.
Put some graphics. It's going to cost you It's going to cost you a little bit of money.
Yeah, well,
I tell you what the deal is with the peasant versions. Like I said, if I would have seen a peasant version for $199, I would have bought one. Especially that Mortal Kombat 2. I probably would have bought it just because I haven't seen any reviews on YouTube for these peasant versions, and I would have bought one just so I could be the first to do a peasant version video on that, and I would have went all in on it. It would have been in depth.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that too. Nobody has
done you know what I would have did too? I would have taken the back off and opened up and took out the PCB and everything. I would have been like, let's check this out.
That should be online, right, Mike?
Yeah, I think so, right? These things should be all online capable. They just don't have the light up marquees, but
it's easy to do, right? I think you can just use those.
They're clear boxes, right? They're clear light boxes, but they just don't have the lights.
Oh, but here's a problem I came into contact with. Here's my buck hunter behind me, right? And that's at the regular height. And I tried sitting and playing at it, and it doesn't work. The lower part of the screen, it will not aim at. It won't get it. You have to stand up. It's almost like it's programmed to stand up and aim the gun down. So if you're sitting down and aiming straight to where you're aiming, it will not find the bottom of the screen.
Well, wait a second. So if it's too high, it's going to have the same problem then. Let's say
not necessarily. It only seems that when you're lower than the cabinet. So okay, all right. Well, no, okay, scratch that. All right. So if it is the peasant version, well, I don't know. You may still have a problem. You're not going to be standing up playing the peasant version. I don't think.
I'm looking at the peasant right now. Is this how your artwork is on yours, Jesse? Do you have the buck? Do you have the big buck world? Is this the same artwork on yours?
Hunter, big buck hunter.
Do you have the tiger on yours?
No, I have the deer. But it's the same. It's the same.
Right. It's the same games. I love this artwork.
It's different.
The one with the tiger. Like, I like this.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I saw the deluxe. We did that in-store review on it at Apt Electronics. Even with that new finish on the where they don't have the deck protector on there, I like this one. If this was at a store and I saw it for $199, I'd pick it up. I'd figure out what.
If you find it for $199, definitely pick it up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what it would take for me to buy it.
$199. I'm with you.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, $299. It should have started at $249, and the sale should have been $199.
It is now. It's at $249 now.
$299 for Buck Hunter. The other ones are $249.
They're all $249 on Walmart. Yeah, except Buck Hunter. You're right. And I'm looking at Walmart, and it's just like, man, these prices are ridiculous for this.
But I'm telling you,
all these things are riserless.
But the Buck Hunter has a lot of fun games in it. I would believe. I played Terminator in the arcade, and I love it better than Terminator, because Terminator is just, I mean, it's basically on the rails kind of a shooter. You just keep shooting. There's really no skill involved. But I like Buck Hunter.
No. Johnny Blaze, it does need a riser because it's only 48 inches high, guys.
Right, they're all original risers.
It would be way too small for a shooter.
Tiny. You could put a toddler in front of it, like a baby Cade, and you can kind of.
It's too small for a shooter.
Yeah. Unless you're buying it for a 4 to 7 year old, then you're okay.
Yeah. Honestly, my 4-year-old can stand right in front of one of these things without a riser perfectly.
Yeah. That's what you
but not for a grown adult. Like you need something. You either got to be sitting, of course.
The problem with these peasant versions now, though, is I would rather just pay G.I. Joe to make my countercades. Like, you know what I mean? That's where we are at this point. I'm looking at looking at that. The only good thing about these peasant versions is it's a cheaper, not cheap, a cheaper way of getting online if you want to play online. That's about the only good thing. Otherwise, there's no benefit to
don't see. The thing is they started off with the peasants. Like, this was the first from arcade, went up in 2019, 2018. These are made for kids. Kids aren't the ones playing this. It's us. We're the ones buying these things. Kids are not interested.
No,
why keep
they'll play it if you have it, but they're not asking for these things.
Why are they still making I'm for like all these different form factors. If you want to get into the countercades, the partycades,
more countercades, more partycades. They should
But the peasants, come on,
they should get rid of them.
Yeah, the pest. I mean, that's just. I
It's a
don't know.
wasted.
I
It's a
don't get it.
wasted. It's a wasted line
Because even if you pick up Yoga Flame for let's just say it's $249 right now, it's $299. If you picked it up for $249, you still need the riser. You still got to worry about lighting it up. And at the end of the day, you can get it from Kohl's for $349 and get all that Kohl's cash.
Phil, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, there's $249 for the Mortal Kombat peasant version, right? If I was gonna, and right now they have $259.98 for the NBA Jam Partycade. I'd rather get the NBA Jam Partycade, okay? Because I don't have NBA Jam yet. I'd rather get that.
But then I'm going to tell you,
that's a better deal.
But then I'm going to say is, well, then go to Costco and get it for $149. Are you talking? Is this the Shaq one?
It's on Walmart.com for two. It's the Shaq one. Yeah, it's the Shaq one. Yeah, $259. Does the Shaq edition have the light up marquee?
No. I heard somebody told me the other day it does. I don't think it does. Has anyone seen a review on any of these NBA Jam parties?
Actually, you know what, Phil? It says right on the features on Walmart. It says it has a light up marquee.
Does it really?
And can we stop with the light up marquees and not light up marquees? I mean, we all know they're getting these light up marquees for like $1.50 over in China.
I mean, you guarantee it.
You know what I mean?
Stupid. Everything, even the peasant versions, should have light up marquees.
Exactly.
I'm with
you.
You.
Standard going forward.
If you're gonna be a scumbag and cheap
exactly. Come on,
not give us the light up marquee. Enough is enough. You know.
Have I been wrong about these partycades this whole time? I didn't think it lit up. Okay, I found it. $259.98.
It does, and I would rather, to me, that would be the way to go because
so why would this one light up and not the new partycade that Costco has?
Because that one is a Shaq Jam. It's a limited edition, right? From the vault.
So they're going to charge basically $100 more for Jesse. What did you say that costed?
What?
The lights in this marquee, like
$1.50.
So they're converting that to $100 is what they're charging us. That's crazy.
$100 price increase.
There we go.
Exactly.
So Zod, if you and I go to Walmart and we see Shaq Edition Partycade and the MK, so for $259.98, and we saw Mortal Kombat 2 Peasant for $249, what are you buying?
The Shaq Edition Partycade.
Holy cow!
The Shaq Edition Partycade looks awesome.
And then I'll get the Mortal Kombat 2 and we'll both do reviews on it then.
There we go. Reviews.
Yeah, I see it light up marquee.
The only thing though that irritates me though is I don't think the Shaq Jam that's not online. It's not that's the only problem.
That is kind of a bummer.
Could you imagine if everyone started changing to partycades and countercades, how much the price increase would increce? It went up within a couple of months.
Countercades would be $6.99.
$6.99.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Six, good to see you, man.
So he confirms it.
But like partycades, I don't understand. Partycades are like they have all the same features of the 3/4 scale. They're just thinner. So I don't understand why they wouldn't have the online. I don't understand why they wouldn't have the online feature. It makes no sense.
No,
like I couldn't understand it. Like when I had Defender, I'm like, there should have at least been something in there for like online leaderboards or whatever, because Defender is, it's a beautiful replication of the actual. It actually looks authentic. It's
actually perfect. It's perfect. I mean, even the button layout, everything is perfect.
It's accurate.
Yeah,
and give me a Shaq Edition Peasant version. Come on. Let's go. But yeah, because it'll be online.
I think of Michael B every time we say Shaq.
Is he the one that coined that term? Is he the originator of the?
The Shaq Funhouse that was supposed to.
Oh, this is a great comment.
That was supposed to be the Blitz announcement.
Kevin, right here.
Kevin's comment, yeah.
Yep. It's the only good thing is they don't have chat on there, so you can't hear that 9-year-old talking shit in your ear.
Straight up, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if playing on a Shat XL. Getting beaten online by a kid on a partycade. Listen,
that'd be a shot right to
you're
the.
You're not necessarily playing against a kid. You're just playing against an adult who has a small living space.
Yeah, well, I'm beaten by kids no matter what I play on PS5. It doesn't matter. I'm always killed by a kid anyway. So it's usually a smart mouth son of a,
I know.
A smart mouth scumbag.
We were overdue for one.
Oh God. God, word of the day. I love it.
That's going to be used an awful lot, I feel like.
I would say that the form factor that is long overdue, from online, of course, is the countercade. But we have to remember Arcade 1UP has taken a step downward with the countercades, because now they're making these cheap El Cheapo one-player countercades
with no light-up marquee.
What is that about?
They don't even look as nice as the ones that we're getting all these great deals on now.
I do like that class of 81 Ms. Pac-Man. I'm always pointing that out. There was value at that for $100. But you're right. The two players,
why would they get rid of the 2-player? That was such a great thing, because it gives it a level of authenticity. And again, with another shout out to G.I. Joel with what he's doing, you're really, really coming off with something really cool, we'd be able to buy more cabinets, Damien. That's what would happen.
That's right.
It is privacy. I agree. I have looked at that on Amazon so many times, and
I hate that thing.
Because I missed out on the 2-player. That 1-player, John.
I would rather buy the replica from Numbskull Arcade, because at least that
me too.
Authentic to the letter.
Yes,
it's amazing. I
don't think you can get those anymore, can you?
I would rather spend the money on it. It's like $300, and I think it's like
it is. I thought they were sold out.
No,
I want one of those.
I want to talk about these countercades in a video coming up, but I just want to leave a hint on something. If you watch Mad Pixel's review on the Marvel superheroes, when I didn't look at my box, but on his, it said 2022 on it. They made that thing earlier than 2022. We might see some rehashes. Let me just put it that way.
They just updated the box.
Yep.
I
These
know,
are coming off the mass assembly line.
I think that happens a lot.
Zod, those on the NBA Jam, anyone who's gotten the NBA Jam has some marks underneath the screws on the control deck. These are different cabinets. I think we could see the Ninja Turtles again.
I hope so.
If they brought the 2-player Turtles with that original artwork, I'm buying it.
More money for G.I. Joel.
Right, $199. I'll do it. I want that countercade. I missed out on that. You see people on eBay selling them for like $600.
$600. Like the Defender Partycade, where it's like almost justified for the Defender Partycade because it's so hard to get now. but that Ninja Turtles, I think they should. I was kind of surprised that didn't get re-released like Marvel superheroes. I think it was like a surge of them.
I think they're trying to see how that 1-player did, and guys, it kind of bombed, didn't it?
It's dumb.
Who bought it?
I want to say something about it, but I'm holding my tongue because I don't want to get.
Phil, what's your opinion on this question that's on the screen?
Yeah, I wanted to address this question here. It's a good question. What do you expect to see the next XL?
You would be the professional on this question.
Yeah, I would say maybe it depends on what it is.
Yeah, I think so too. I think if it was Ms. Pac-Man.
Yeah, because say if it's like Star Wars, you would think they would put that everywhere, right?
If it was Star Wars, you'd think it'd be somebody like Shop Hippo. For some reason they're getting that exclusive. I think they got the exclusive on the 2023 release and on Time Crisis. And every Time Crisis that we're seeing, on Walmart or Amazon, I think that's coming from Shop Hippo because I don't think they sold very many of them. So I don't know if Costco, like go online right now and look at Costco. There's 4 products besides the in-store Star Wars pinball and Pac-Man XL. It's the Pac-Man Partycade, it's the NBA Jam Partycade, and then the 2 Infinity game boards. So it's going to be limited what we get at Costco. Ms. Pac-Man, that could happen though.
Yeah, I could see that happening. But yeah, something like Star Wars, or if it was like a 4-player TMNT XL, I don't think that would be a Costco exclusive, something like that.
I think we're going to see the Star Wars and Mortal Kombat and Ms. Pac-Man and possibly Street Fighter 2 before Turtles.
Well, here that goes right into this Miss Pac-Man XL coming next year.
Yeah, I mean, I would
probably.
I'd say
so.
Yeah, that's their next step, right? With what they've done every year.
I think it would be a good bet to always bet on either any Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
especially since this year they had Pac-Man, so next year they'll do Miss Pac-Man in the XL.
What do they say at roulette? Always bet on black. We'll always bet on Pac-Man. Yeah.
They absolutely. The arcade one up. Yep.
If you're especially if you're arcade one up, you never lose. That's your bread and butter. That's
it.
That's the arcade one-up's walk and talk, Phil. Their walk and talk is Pac-Man. They cannot lose with Pac-Man.
Look, it's the #1 selling arcade cabinet. I mean, whether we like it or not.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I mean, I bought a Pac-Man in 2023, so
everybody everywhere who never played a video game, Pac-Man.
The XL, and it's one of the greatest videos of all time. Your XL video, because you literally showcase the size of it, how massive that thing is. It's insane.
That's what you want. You want that. You want to recreate
real arcade, 100%.
That was something that Outrun the Neon Sun would always say to us, like, the multi-arcades are great, but we want to recreate an arcade, and that's what we're doing. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Hoots. I would have to say there's probably a very good chance we're going to see a Star Wars XL next year.
Yeah,
that's probably a no-brainer.
Mike, what do? You have the 2019 Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, and I have the sit-down model too. So
I didn't know.
I don't know if that's worth keeping. Yeah.
Didn't you convert that to the stand-up, or was that?
I bought a riser for it and put custom graphics on it. But for my game room setup and just me sitting at it, I didn't really like sitting down. They're kind of small and cramped. But I do have a booth.
Yeah.
Hey, you're almost 40 years old. You need that back rest.
Well, one thing about your Star Wars sit down, it's got a better seat than my Outrun sit down. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
they really crapped out on the Outrun sit down.
The bench on the Star Wars was actually nicer than an Outrun.
I'm
surprised. I thought they would be exactly the same thing.
No.
Save a buck, but
they usually recycle crap like that.
Yeah, and those are the only 2 sit downs they've ever done. So you would think they'd be identical, but.
I mean, they used better pleather on yours than they did on the Outrun.
Okay, I'm also expecting a Street Fighter 2 XL, Phil, next year.
Yeah, I think
100%.
Yeah, that's probably.
And I think that happens before Turtles. I think we see an XL in Turtles, but we're going to get a deluxe first. Let's be honest. We're going to get a deluxe with that OG artwork first. I'll guarantee it. Yeah, I'll guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
The deluxe will come first.
100%.
Now I would hold off on the deluxe Turtles, but I think I would bite the bullet on the XL. Curious to see we haven't seen a 4-player deluxe, right?
NBA Jam.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
And then we'll get the 3-player Big Blue Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, but NBA Jam, NBA Jam's not worth it when you get your countercade for.
Well, you're right. And
with GI
Joe custom stand, right?
And there's 2 different ways you can just get the stand, or you can get that continued artwork. So if you do go on that site, definitely
the pro version.
The pro. That's what I went with.
Can we go back to Ralphie's comment that he has a Super Pac-Man? Ralphie, have you had any problems with your Super Pac-Man, and how long have you had it? Because I've been getting emails that people have been having problems with theirs.
Is that the wood grain one that was at
it has the
Sam's Club last year?
The light up on the front too.
The J-Pan.
They didn't specify, but I've been getting emails that their marquee went out first and then their screen went out. So I just want to confirm if that's true or not.
Have you noticed that Pac Mania at that one Best Buy I go to? That screen has been blue for like 3 straight trips. I go there the other day and it's working again. Like,
because of your videos.
Somebody took notice. So
I honestly,
we got to fix this.
That you are in, because you're in there so much. They're like, oh God, that guy's filming again. My God, could somebody turn on the Pac-Man, please?
Some guy asked me like the other day, he's like, can I help you find anything? I just looked at like, I'm here every day, you guys. Like, come on.
No, you should have turned around and looked at him and said, can I help you find anything?
Okay, Ralphie.
Yeah, 2001. Oh no, I hope so, Doug Dog. I like that Dynamo look on that Street Fighter.
It's got to be the same. It's got to be the Dynamo version. I can't see them putting out the deluxe and then not putting out an XL version
with the same
an
look,
XL
yes.
version exactly like that would be a slam dunk, especially for all the hardcore shills out there. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, could you imagine getting 225 Kohl's cash buying Time Crisis from them?
Purchase the NBA Jam Deluxe on Black Friday since it was on sale. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. Did that come yet, Hoots?
Couldn't find a single YouTube review of it.
I really no one's done it.
I guess maybe nobody bought it. I guess, right? Because you would think somebody.
Well, all the big YouTubers switched to pinball. See that's the thing. They've all moved on. Okay, they're until a new cabinet, like a new title that we have not seen comes out. They're going to be all up.
Yeah, you'll see the Robotron Smash TV reviews, I'm sure.
Yeah,
right?
but right now they're just like no
excitement in the
they're busy trying to hype
of NBA Jam.
They're busy trying to hype us all up for Star Trek with the 2009 artwork on there.
As soon as electromechanical machines come back in, they'll have all those too. We'll be making videos on those.
I think that the deluxe with that slanted control deck, very similar to NFL Blitz for an older guy. I think it's very easy on your wrist. I think it's going to be more comfortable to play than that flat mic. You have the NBA Jam, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That flat control deck. It does make a difference.
It does. I know, because if I jump from NBA Jam right to Blitz, which are right next to each other, that Blitz is such a more comfortable play. It really is.
Plus all those buttons light up. It's a great cap. If it was $399, I'd get it. Because I think every deluxe should be $399. You're seeing how good they sell at $399.
Yeah, well, the Tempest, which I want to jump on Ralphie's comment in a second. That's why I like the Tempest cabinet, because it was $499 when I gave it. Okay, that's what I wanted to ask you, Ralphie. It did me too. I got a new PCB for that too. That's what I wanted to see if you had the problem also.
What problem did you have with it?
You lose control. The whole the control PCB goes out, and you have no buttons. You have nothing. It doesn't work after a while.
Finish your story about Tempest. You had me going there.
Well, that's why I liked that's why I jumped on the deluxe arc, the Tempest, because it gave you a lot of games, and it was I think at the time when I got it was $499. I want to say I might be wrong.
$449. It's
$449. Don't hold me to it, but it was just a great price. It was like one of the first cabinets I got that had quite a bit of games on it, and it was great games.
Could you imagine the people who actually got that for $199? Who was selling that for $199? Was that Lowe's? That Frogger?
Oh,
Frogger
and Tempest, right? For $199.
Yeah, it was like Lowe's or Home Depot or something weird, right?
I think it was Lowe's. Yeah, it's very. You know what's weird is Dell's selling arcade one-ups. Like, when did this start? Like, Dell, a computer company, they had a great deal on. Not Yoga Flame. There was something else, and it's just like it's shocking that Dell's selling arcade one-ups.
You know what's even more shocking? QVC has a final sale price going on right now for the Projectorcade of all things at $251.99. Now, is that a deal or is that a deal? The projector Cade.
Final say, buy it
Good
now.
Lord.
That's it.
You know
Buy
what?
it now.
Listen to me. I have right here next to me, to the right of me, right here, in a box, unopened from the shipping box. Would you believe what I have? I never even ever said this, but I have the giant joystick, and I've never opened it, never once.
Do you really have
Oh
one
my
of
gosh,
those?
how high is that?
it.
Like,
And I didn't buy it; it was gifted to me. So, but it's here. It's to the right of me, and I never
Don't do
opened
it.
it yet.
comparing it
Don't do
to
it. I
your
know. Don't do it.
comparing it to your
Don't
Toy
do
Shock
it.
pinball, is it higher than
Oh
what it-
yeah, the box
is
is.
it?
Oh yeah, the box is about 3.5 feet long.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so it's
So is it the
big.
size of a peasant arcade one up then?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, almost.
You
Yeah.
got to put it together.
Yeah, I never opened it. It's still in the box. This the shipping box that it came in.
Dude,
You
you
know
got
what?
to do a review on
I
it.
never took my Pac-Man collector Cade out of the box either. I'm kind of thinking maybe it'll be worth something. I'm just gonna leave it in there.
Johnny is the Pac-Man. The Pac-Man one. Yeah, it was
Oh,
the very first one.
I
It was
forgot there was
gifted
even
to
more
me.
than one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder
It's
who
the
was
Pac-Man with the goofy face on it.
Who was the genius who came up with that? Honestly, I mean, whose idea was it to be? Oh yeah, we'll
Well,
sell
they're
this. The nerds will buy it.
They're attracting different people, just like with the casino Cade. They got
Yeah,
the
but
couch.
who,
I'm
though?
not trying to be funny. Anybody, like they're making money, like
Anybody.
they're
Phil's
there's-
telling the truth here.
that's-
Anybody, literally.
You know what it reminded me of? Going back to nostalgia power, because we got to stick on that. What it reminded me of was, remember that game show that used to pull that big giant freaking thing, and it used to say Joker, Joker, Joker. What the hell was that game show? That's what it reminded me of. I can't think of the game show right now, but
Don't know.
it was a giant joystick that everybody pulled. If anybody in the chat remembers that, just let me know. And 3 jokers would come up. If you
Was it like a slot machine?
Yeah, it was like a big slot machine. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Joker's wild. Thank
Joker's
you,
wild.
Stock Jock.
Stock Jack.
I could always
Dude, he would
rely
come
on you,
through,
buddy.
man. I knew
These people don't pull. No, these people don't pull on joysticks anymore.
Stock Jock, you must be around my
Just
age.
playing with
I'm
pinball.
assuming, I guess.
Going back to QVC though, you're gonna see some great prices from QVC by Christmas.
Yeah,
like
they've got going deals on.
I know. Their prices are a joke right now. But I'm telling you, last year I got Galaga 88 countercade for $58. That was including shipping. You get 2 weeks away from Christmas, you're gonna see some crazy prices.
Yeah, I mean they've got Tempest, the Legacy Tempest cab, but they want $559 for it. So let's just say that
I know they're trying to get people.
I'll get it.
They're trying to get people to bite early, and there's people who don't have a clue what Arcade 1-Up is. You know, they'd see it for the first time at Best Buy. They'd see a display, and then they'll go on QVC and they'll be, I have a QVC card. I can charge this, and that's who they're getting right now.
I love the chat, man. They're the funniest crew
I know.
we have, man.
I highlight everybody.
around-
I definitely want to get the
Talking
good
about
one.
Stock Jock, he was around before TV was invented. I'm way older than you.
Oh my God! Home Shopping Network has freaking Killer Instinct for $674.
I know.
My God,
That's insane. But $599 for an Arcade 1-Up pinball. $599 for Marvel pinball.
Okay.
That's
And
not
let me tell you something. I got Jesse. Go ahead.
No.
You were onto something.
Yeah, no, I was going to jump off what Zod said. I was just looking it up, and I just seen somebody. Walmart was selling it. I think it's a third-party seller. They were trying to sell the Arcade 1-Up pinball for $900, and I almost fell off the seat when I seen it. I mean, are you kidding me?
$900.
$900.
Holy Christmas! You got to be out of your mind.
I hope nobody bought that. You know,
I hope not.
because then
no.
chances are they would, and the
That's
PCB would burn up in a
the
week.
$4,000 eBay listing I saw for the Defender Partycade. I was like, what?
Yeah, those. Well, we know what we're gonna go to.
Yeah, I would say by far Hoots. He's only 20 years old. I think you're hanging out in the wrong crowd. That's awesome, though. Into arcades.
Hey,
20 years old.
You got good taste in games, Hoots.
Yeah, you do.
You made a great call on the NBA Jam Deluxe. I'm going to tell you that right now. That is, as much as I talk about Shaq Jam, it's just because the marquee is huge. Like that's what draws me to Shaq Jam. The Deluxe is the best NBA Jam yet. There's no doubt about it.
The Deluxe is a nice
Hoots, if it makes you happier, Hoots, I'm mentally younger than 20 years old. So.
I think that goes for probably a majority of us.
Yeah. I didn't want to
that in common. I think we're on the same level, right?
We're all actually 15 at heart.
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking like we are.
We're never. We may look adults, but we're kids.
No,
not even close.
No,
we never grew up. This is
No. My wife always says, "Men are just boys with hairy legs." That's all it is.
Boys with more expensive toys.
Right. Yeah. And I like, I love that. I've been using that one too, Zod. So.
And speaking of side art, Kevin, you're redoing your art on your Shaq Jam. Kevin did leave a comment before that he has Shaq Jam and he was going to change. Yeah, that silhouette. It's kind of.
It didn't do anything for me.
I don't mind the front. I got to be honest. I don't. The side.
I didn't hate the Shaq look. It just. I don't know. I'm more of a purist, I guess. Maybe I want to see everything look the way it used to look.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of my thing, but it wouldn't have deterred me. Put it that way. But
page 7. Did you put it on yet, Kevin? Is it all done? You know, when I look at my iArcade and the Pac-Man XL and my Golden Tee, that 19-inch, I mean,
that thing?
It is noticeable. Like, and then you see the Shaq Jam. Like, it's hard to pass that up.
Yeah, Arcade Graphics does a great job too. They're right up there with Joe.
Yes, I bought from them before.
Yep, they do a good job.
Really good stuff. I actually have something behind me. Where the hell am I at? Right there that has graphics from Arcade Graphics on it, which I'm not going to show what it is yet. But
it's a surprise.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Turn it around.
I remember you saying something to me.
So if you can remember what it is, I did it, and it's 99% complete right now. So
is that going to go
by next week? A video will come out. Yeah, it's going to go over in the arcade. I already have a spot picked out for it. I already got the power figured out, and
that's cool, man.
Got to get the video out first, because I don't think anybody else did what I did.
Don't say anything more.
No.
Nope.
You wait. Are you telling me you made a time crisis out of a casino cage?
Oh, you did it already?
If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it in style, right?
Yeah.
Come on, I'm halfway done with it. Come on, Zod. Oh my God. Come on. You just lost me 2,000 views. Damn it.
All right, I think this is a good time for a commercial break. We're going to let let half of our dais here recover. So unfortunately, if anybody hasn't caught any of our Saturday morning shows, we usually do a commercial break about halfway through. So this show here was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. Like, I don't think this Nostalgia Power Primetime is going to be a regular weekly thing, but it is going to be once in a while. We're going to do it.
Maybe monthly.
Yeah, probably something like that. I think it's a fun idea, but I want to make sure everybody knew that this wasn't going to be a regular thing.
That'd be like 300,000 views easy.
All right, everybody, we're going to go to commercial break real quick. So we'll be back in a minute.
And now this message.
Hey, kids. Tired of tearing up the inside of your mouth eating that jagged, rough, dry breakfast cereal? Don't let that cereal tear your mouth to shreds. Use what the Dark Knight uses. Soften it up with bat milk. Farmed directly from bat nipples themselves, only the biggest and plumpest bats are used from the darkest depths of the bat cave. Tell them, Batman. Bat milk. It makes me big and strong, so I can serve up a lot of justice. Let's hear what billionaire Bruce Wayne has to say.
Hi kids, I'm Bruce Wayne, and I'm here today to talk to you about my favorite drink, Bat Milk.
Bruce, you're wearing the Batman suit still?
Aw, son of a...
Okay, let's see how Batman's doing. Oh my. Let's take it back to billionaire Bruce Wayne.
Hi kids, I'm Bruce Wayne, and I'm here to talk to you about...
Come on, Bruce! The wrong voice and you're wearing the mask. Jeez, I'm working with idiots here. Let's go back to Batman for a final word.
My insides are burning up! I think I take this bat thing a little too far sometime. I should have just drank regular milk like a normal person. Alfred, quick, call an ambulance. I think I'm getting rabies.
Bat milk. Drink it and who knows? You might end up just like Batman.
Hello, I'm Bruce Willis. You are watching the world premiere episode of Nostalgia Power Prime Time, hosted by the bad guy Mike Worley, Jester Tester, Zod Writer, and my Lethal Enforcer's home arcade partner in crime, PD7. You know, to this day, I'm still a little miffed about the decades-long debate about if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I've publicly said it isn't, but have ping-ponged on that more than a few times. So, do me a favor and watch all the Die Hard movies over the holidays. I believe they might all be available on 4K now, so yippee, I'm not going to say that again, sorry.
The great Bruce Willis.
I was dying to that Batman.
I feel
My
for
kids
him
still can't
and all
watch
his troubles he's going through lately. And
Bruce Willis, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I love
that
Bruce
guy.
Willis.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That'll be a debate here probably within the next couple weeks since it is Christmas time. You know, we got to bring up the on a Saturday show the whole Die Hard thing because it always comes up. You know, I'm sure we'll get into favorite Christmas movies and specials and things like that. And
oh wow, that's
the Die Hard's
that's
always
a
one
3-hour
that,
episode in itself.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Yeah,
I know. We're getting
maybe
close.
Maybe that should be the episode for Saturday, like best Christmas movies.
Not this Saturday. It's the following, maybe the following Saturday. And I was thinking about even doing something like a lot of audience participation, just having a lot of polls go up, have everybody vote on. We'll just put 2 movies or a couple movies head to head. You know what I mean? Something like that. We'll figure it out. But
good idea.
MG's pretty much saying nope, it's Christmas. He's disagreeing with Bruce Willis himself, saying nope.
Look at Johnny Blaze's comment
about the. Here we go. Wait, what?
Well, have you seen the director's cut of Rocky 4?
Well, they do get the Christmas presents, and don't they? In Rocky 4, he gets the robot and everything. Isn't that a Christmas
Well,
present?
that's Polly's birthday. Remember?
Oh, it's his birthday. Okay.
Happy birthday, Polly.
And the director's cut, that scene's not in there. They took the robot.
Oh, man, come on.
And the director's
Great
cut.
part of the movie.
I think that's a bit of a stretch for Rocky 4. I mean, come on, you know.
I love Rocky 4.
I love it too.
I don't know what
my
I like
favorite
better.
Rocky.
I don't know if it's Rocky between Rocky 2 and Rocky 4. I don't know.
No love for Thunder Lips?
Nah, I gotta go with Drago. I mean, that's just
Hoots. National Lampoon's will Christmas Vacation it'll be in the right. It may be the odds-on favorite, at least in my opinion.
And
yeah, maybe we'll play
Carpet Wet Todd.
I know. No, Margot. I've seen that movie. Oh God, I could quote.
I just
Don't
watched
get me
it. I
started
just
on
watched
that.
it the other day.
Oh, was it on TV?
Twice.
Oh, I missed it. The only Christmas movie I've seen so far has been Home Alone, which that's another one of my favorites.
I haven't watched that yet. Yeah.
Yeah, Elf. Yeah,
I just watched that too. I was back to back to the other one.
Wait, now what he's saying? RoboCop is Christmas. If you look close, one of the TVs in the window is showing a Christmas tree. So all right, I'll buy that.
Oh, is that where he says I'll buy that for $1?
You know what?
Yeah.
Another one is debated as a Christmas movie. Batman Returns.
That actually, yeah.
Well, that's true.
Good.
That technically, I know. Nobody ever talks about that being a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like its whole.
That's right.
What they have right there, the Christmas tree. They have the
tree. Yeah.
The whole motif is built around Christmas.
It is.
That's right.
So
All right, guys. So what do we got here? We need some sales.
Hey, if you're going HSN now, somebody's told me in a comment, either last night or this morning, that the discounts on HSN don't apply to Arcade went up, because if you go on here, you see you get 15% off. Pull up Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's actually at $539 right now from $5.9. Could 15%? Does that work on there?
Wait a minute. Who said it doesn't work on Arcade One? UBC?
Somebody commented on one of my videos that those discounts don't work.
They don't apply to Arcade One Up.
That's what was told to me at Kohl's about my clothes with the Kohl cash.
Oh my gosh. This is the time, Jesse. You got to tell us the story.
I think they do.
It's exactly what they told me.
Tell us the Kohl's.
Okay, well, my wife said to me, you know what? Why don't you go out and get yourself a whole new closet full of wardrobe? Because my clothes was getting a little older. So I said, all right. So we go to Kohl's. I don't do, much shopping or anything, but we spent about 2.5, 3 hours in there. She's going back and forth to the racks, picking, I think this will look nice. I think this would be nice, whatever. So I got to go back and forth into the dressing room and, try all the clothes. You know how it goes. So you take it and you're trying it on and all that. So now I've got them all over my arm. She's got them on her arms. And we've got 50 different pairs of clothes or whatever. And we got Kohl's cash saved up. So we're like, okay, so we're figuring this all out. So we're figuring out the end price and everything. So we're like, well, okay, well, with the Kohl's cash and everything, this is going to come out pretty good. So we wait on this long line and the velvet ropes and everything. It's a huge line and everything. We get up to the final counter and everything. I put all the clothes on with the freaking hangers and everything. And finally, she looks at me and she goes, and I give her the Kohl's thing, and she says, well, the Kohl's cash don't apply to these clothes that you've got picked out here. And I said, what are you talking about? She said, well, it doesn't apply to these. I says, I've never heard of that before. I says, Kohl's cash applies to almost everything in the store. No, not to these clothes. They don't. So I said, well, that doesn't sound right. Can I speak to a manager? So the manager never comes. We waited for 30 minutes or something like that. So finally she says, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't apply. So finally I just got so pissed off. I took the clothes and I pushed it right over the counter onto the floor. I said, well, then keep it. So needless to say, 2.5 hours in Kohl's and Kohl's didn't work for me. So
doesn't apply.
It didn't apply.
And you haven't been back since.
I haven't been back since. No, and I loved Kohl's. I loved going to Kohl's, but I haven't been back since.
That's ridiculous for clothing. I mean, I understood. I can get like fine jewelry or something like that. Like maybe that doesn't.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. But clothing is like the most generic thing.
Yeah. What did I
never
pick
heard
out?
that before. Something was up with those workers.
I mean, it's not like they didn't have. It's not like I was picking out Gucci or something. Like what the heck are they talking about?
Jesse was definitely dealing with Karen that day.
Yes. Well, it's funny, Damien. Yes,
Chris, he was dealing with a Christmas Karen.
I absolutely was.
Is that the worst kind of Karen?
I tried to keep this story as PG as possible, but my attitude kind of got a little best of me, and I didn't elaborate on how I went about it, but it got a little heated.
Trying to make him feel bad, are you?
Yeah.
I mean, Jesse was using words that he cannot use here.
Yeah, there was a Karen versus a Kevin at that point, and it was just getting too much, and I didn't want the cops involved, so I got out of there. Over Kohl's cash.
Avoiding the cops over Kohl's cash.
Lord.
So did you ever get to spend the Kohl's cash, or did it go to waste? I guess you said you've never went
to
back.
waste.
So
Yeah, it went to waste. Yeah, because they run out after a while.
Yeah, they have
that-
their
the
limited
Coldcast
usage.
expires after a certain
Yeah.
amount of time. It's not like
Yeah.
you can, keep it indefinitely stocking Cole's cash for 6 years.
And I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't have minded as much, but I spent like 2.5, 3 hours picking these clothes
Yeah, this is
out.
the
Like we
best
were
part
there
of the story.
forever. I was sweating bullets and everything from changing clothes. And,
Changing your wardrobe for the first time since the 80s. Like, fine, I'll finally do it.
yeah, I finally got it. Like, here's a whole wardrobe I'm ready to go home with and everything. I'm like, oh, freak this shit.
Beautiful.
So.
Karen versus Karen at Cole's house. Kevin versus Karen at Cole's.
Yes.
Man of his principles.
That would be great. That'd be a Netflix series.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Yeah. Well, you should have seen all the good clothes just go on the floor in between, behind her.
You should have pick them all the time.
And then we could just like zoom in on like you and your wife walking out. Like,
yeah, when my jersey
open.
came out, I says, "Well, frig you, get the shit."
Yeah, it's limited. It's a limited 4-episode miniseries. 2 episodes of Jesse struggling to pick up. To pick out all the clothes and all the
it could have been
everything that ensues.
It started as a simple shopping trip at Kohl's.
Throw in a few a little bit of hijinks here and there, and then the last 2 episodes are the.
It was too, and I'll tell you what, Zod, it was a beautiful day. I was I was with my wife, and we were having a good time. Everything was nice, and we were having fun. We were joking. I'm always joking around, But then it ended in that. It was just like, oh man,
Yeah, you could be at McDonald's enjoying a McRib sandwich.
Cole's ruined.
We're going to Cole's.
Could have had a McRib. And,
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's it.
So did you end up getting a new wardrobe from somewhere else, or you just?
I did.
That's
yeah,
it? Oh, you
I
did.
Yeah, because I'm kind of addicted to clothes. I think I said this on a stream once before. I have more closets than my wife does. Yeah.
I think you did say that.
Yeah. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to say it.
They said the clothes make the man, right?
We're all addicts here, Jesse. We're all addicts.
That's
We're all just buying stuff.
T-shirts.
Back in the day, I don't know if you guys are probably too young, but I was back in the day when I had Cavaricis and all these old things in the 80s and everything, and I was always dressed to the nines, searching for trolling for the girls.
A nice lady.
So my high tops outside of my pants. If anybody in the 80s remembers that.
Did you have the cons? With the big toe on the big the big cons, the Converse shoes,
Oh no, I never wore Converse. No, I never did.
No, I'm just picturing the look you were just talking about was like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. Didn't you have like the tight jeans with the high tops?
Did you roll them? Did you roll them really tight at the?
Yes. I was a cross between like Michael J. Fox and Vanilla Ice.
Wow. What a mental image.
There you go. So there's and I had a people used to say years ago I used to look like Michael Keaton. I know you can't see it now, but I used to have that same hair that he had in Batman, this exact same hairdo and all that. And people would say I look like him, but yeah. So picture that as Vanilla Ice, and there you go. That's Jesse as an
Michael
80s.
Keaton wearing parachute pants and a
Parachute pants.
shirt.
Yes, no beard. Yeah, just clean shaven.
I don't think I can picture you without a beard.
No, I took it off. I took it off a while ago. At my, you know what my daughter said to me? My daughter says to me, "I don't like it." When I took my beard off, I says, "Well, this is my real face."
I'm sorry you don't like it.
What do you mean you don't like it? Like, how can you not like my real face?
It's like the first time seeing Multicade Matt without his beard. Phil, do you remember that?
Yeah, because it changes your whole jawline.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, when we first met him, he had a beard like Jesse.
Gee, yeah, I did come out with the beard. Well, I'll tell you what.
Yes, you're right.
I'll tell you what. Yes, I was the youngest in my class with a beard, though. I don't know why, because I could grow hair like crazy. I can't grow it on the top of my head, but I could grow it everywhere else, like crazy. Yeah, I was shaving, I think, at 9 or 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
that
I
was-
started. I was like probably 17 or 18.
Yeah. I remember my father coming in and saying, okay, we're going to have to start, showing you how to use the razor now. I'm like, razor?
It's like your beard's fuller than mine. Okay, we need.
Yeah, it was too.
You got to do something about that.
It was too.
Your first girlfriend's not going to appreciate that.
No. I used to date a punk rocker too. She had a mohawk back in the day.
What color was it?
Red.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
That was the thing. That was one of the in looks, man.
So there you go, chat. There's a look into Jesse's life. Maybe a little more than you wanted to know. So sorry about that.
Sorry,
Hey, it's nostalgia power, right? We go back in time and we talk
exactly
about
what I was going to say.
Right?
Exactly. That's the focal point of this.
That's right. So you're going to hear things here you're not going to hear on other channels.
Right.
That's
All right.
a great point.
And especially the primetime edition, right? Where,
exactly, primetime.
Anything goes on primetime.
Exactly.
Where else can we go from peasant versions to Jesse fighting verticals?
Yep, with his red-haired Mohawk
girlfriend. Yeah.
I mean,
talk about transitions.
See you, Serge.
Woo.
Thanks for showing up, buddy.
Sorry.
Transitions and scum.
Have a good night, Serge.
Well, guys, what do you think? Anything else we want to cover? Do we?
Well, what do you think? Off of the sales we've seen, let's end the show with. We'll each give one cabinet we think is going to drop between now and the end of the year.
All right, you want to start it out?
The end of the year?
Or you want us to go around?
Yeah, I mean, just
Horn, you be the last.
Just anybody. I mean, just what we've seen, and I think that if they have a riser, I think that's a good sign. And I just want to say that X-Men, this is going to hurt a lot of people's ears, but X-Men and Golden Axe won't get any lower than what we've seen. Not this year.
Well,
and actually, Tron. Like, I always forget about Tron. So it's kind of like Tron, X-Men, Golden Axe. They're like their keepers right now. So, yeah.
Golden Axe is on Home Shopping Network and
$521. But, I mean, we're talking what's to get that down to $349. We're not going to see that this year.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, I got, the arcade one up
maybe on that site, though, because that site might be just trying to get rid of stuff. So maybe.
I think eventually, but I think eventually you're going to see X-Men for $349 also, but I don't think we're going to see it this year.
Not this year. I know. No, I almost
isn't the cheapest. It's like the cheapest is $4.99 for X-Men, right?
$3.99. Best Buy might have done a 24-hour sale at $3.99.
Oh wow!
Well, I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna say what's obvious in my head. It's gonna be the Casino-cade. I think you're gonna see that drop by Christmas like crazy.
Dramatic. It's gonna drop like a rock.
It's gonna fall off the cliff.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yep. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Zod, what do you think?
I think you're gonna see Time Crisis go down a little bit too. I would imagine Time Crisis might get to $5.99 or below, but I don't see it going too low.
I think
I wish it would.
Fortunate, but because I mean, I would love Time Crisis at $3.99, $2.99.
I know, but I think $4.99 to $5.99 is realistic
probably
for Time.
Realistic, yeah. $4.99.
I was shocked when T2 went down to what was it, $2.99.
Like I would even be willing to do
it's still $3.15, guys.
If Time Crisis went down that low, it would be cool if it went down that low and they had it on QVC or HSN and you could do it in installments. It would be it might be worth it then.
Soften the blow a little bit.
Yeah, soften the blow a little bit, and you get Time Crisis, and have that big banana looking cab, whatever in your.
Hey, it looks a lot better than the prototype that they had.
The
right?
prototype was.
Yeah, I will
pretty
say that
rough on the eyes.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it's a great looking cab, guys. It's just it's expensive. I'll tell you, my mom was over the other day. We had a lot of fun. We were playing Point Blank together.
Oh, there you go.
There's.
I mean, those shooters are fun cabinets.
It's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And anybody can play them too, even if you don't know much about gaming.
Wow, stock check $199.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jesse. You don't even have to know what you're doing. I mean, you
now that's a good deal. You get T2 for $199. Then you get the retro shooter and the buy stuff mod for it, and you convert the T2, and then you got a great shooter cab.
Yeah,
tons of games.
Mike, what do you think?
Kevin, he mentioned it up here. I think you're going to see like the Yoga Flame, especially with the new variant of Street Fighter out. I can see those things getting the price shaved down a little bit. I feel like there's still a lot of those out there.
Like a $299, you're thinking, or maybe
I could say, yeah, I could see. Well, I don't know if it's going to go any lower.
I thought I just seen the Yoga Flame for a good price. What was it?
$349. Now, here's the thing:
is that the lowest? Let me see.
It's if you on the Peasant $249, but
yeah,
with the riser $349. Cole's kind of gave something away when they showed us those head-to-head tables for $299 plus over $100 Kohl's cash. You can see those head-to-heads at $199. I'm going to predict that we're going to see head-to-heads, not those new ones, not those new black Ms. Pac-Man or Pac-Man. I can see those at $199.
See, now, this is what I don't understand. Now, this is what doesn't make sense. So in Walmart, you would buy the peasant version for $299, $300. So $50 more. You're getting the whole thing with the risers. So I mean, you'd be kind of
and Kohl's cash that you can't use according to MG.
yeah, with the Kohl's cash, yeah. But
you could buy tires for your car with them.
But I mean, for $50, you couldn't get a riser, like you just said, Phil. You could get a riser for $50, but then you'd have to skin it, and it would cost you a lot more than that.
Well,
so
you don't have to skin it though. Like,
well, you don't. I guess
I know. Just
I would. I'm OCD.
I am too, but just an average person, just
I guess
new to the hobby. They're just going to put it on there. They're not going to know about. I can put graphics on here.
Oh yeah, that's right. True. They'll just
do what you did. Do what you did, Mike. Put them all up on the pedestal riser that you put in the garage. Just make the bottom the riser. I mean, that was a smart idea because then you could really get in on these sales. I mean, it would be good.
Yeah, if you have with the riser, they're perfect height.
Besides the obvious. Is you're going to see another Killer Instinct sale, okay? I mean, it's going to happen. You saw those things for guys. They've been at $149.
Yeah, but they really didn't have it. They didn't have a following, though. There wasn't many people that bought them, I don't think. Were there? Am I wrong? I don't know.
I don't know. I can't answer that question, but I do.
Are any of you a KI fan?
Well, I haven't.
I mean,
I bought it for Battletoads.
I'm not like a huge. It's probably third or fourth down my list of fighters, but yeah, Battletoads was appealing. That was a draw for that.
Because it's an online beat 'em up that you can.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny that the other game is more of the appeal than?
Yeah,
I didn't get Killer Instinct because I got an Xbox and I play Killer Instinct on Xbox.
Thank you, Joe.
And Cold Mystics did it for Xbox, and it's awesome. And you can play it online against people, and you can play the new Killer Instinct,
right? And without any lag.
I bought an update. It's getting an update for the anniversary. I think for like the 10th anniversary of the new Killer Instinct, they're getting an update. Yeah,
I bought Golden Tee for bowling. Like there are B games that you'll buy a cabinet for. Like I don't play the golf Golden Tee. I play that bowling game.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah. Well, that's the same thing with Burger Time. I didn't buy Burger Time for Burger Time. I bought it for Karate Champ.
Right. And
Yeah.
and if you saw Karate Champ Arcade went up, it's a day one purchase, right?
Boom, that one would be out, and Karate Champ would be in.
And speaking of Golden Tee, that's going to drop. That's going to drop to close to $400. I'm predicting it.
Hey, oh yeah, somebody had that 2-player Ninja Turtles countercade at Walmart for $187, but it's out of stock. So
that was there.
Yeah,
wish I would have saw that earlier.
187. That's not bad, especially you get that, and then you get Phil's, and then you get GI Joel's.
Yeah,
that's worth $200. It's worth $229. If it was $229, like the original price, I'd do it.
I mean, it beats buying a full size Turtles in Time that nobody.
I had Turtles in Time, and I sold it. Like
you didn't want it.
Artwork.
You didn't want that artwork. You're like, heck no. See, that's why you've been so cautious with NBA Jam, because you know now. Now you're like, you know what?
Sure.
This is ridiculous. Right.
It is. It's got to be a sale. It's got to be.
Because then you got to turn
price.
around and you got to sell. You got to sell cabs to make room for more cabs, and you got to get rid of this.
You know,
selling it.
I know I'm older, but I never remember Turtles in Time in the arcade. The cabinet itself. I only remember the original.
I
remember the original too.
I remember seeing Turtles in Time very rarely. It was mostly the
I
original.
Remember.
So here's a good question by Who's here. After seeing the Deluxe and XL, would you guys ever buy a peasant version again? Like they say they released a Robotron or Qbert, but only as a peasant. Oh, boy. I mean, so if one of those two games specifically, if they announce it, it's only going to be in this form factor and that is it. That's probably the only way I would buy one. Just because I know me, I would be putting a lot of money into it to make it not a peasant.
Which I doubt.
If you got it, we're all about deals, Hoots. Like we're suckers. We go somewhere, we see $199, we're buying it. Like we don't care what that is. We want deals, and we'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
If we
those titles have been talked about from day one, so I doubt they would ever just be a peasant version.
Right, I know.
Well, I remember John D saying that. John D saying that Qbert had a good chance of being a countercade at some point, but not.
I know, but you can throw everything out the window that John D
said.
Yeah,
you're right anymore.
And I think if Qbert came out, everybody has said this over and over again. They want the solenoid in it. If it doesn't have the solenoid, I don't know if everybody would grab it. I don't know. It's got to have the knocker in it. You know. I mean, what do you think? Would you guys buy it if it didn't have the knocker in it?
I don't know. I'm the
not to have the knocker in it.
I'm the look of the cabinet type guy. Like if there's that look, if you made a Qbert Deluxe cabinet, like why wouldn't you'd want it in your arcade? Like it's just you'd want it right in there next to Pac-Man.
I know, but the knocker was like the biggest thing when that came out. When you heard that, you know, I mean, I remember that when that cabinet came out, and you heard that knock when he fell off the thing. I mean, that was a big thing.
It was nothing like that.
See,
right?
No, that was something different. You know,
I don't know if Arcade One Up would do a Qbert, but somebody, I know Andy doesn't want to hear this, but somebody like New Wave Toys, like if they did
they already
3/4 scale, like I think that's how you get Qbert. I don't think we get it from Arcade One Up.
Probably
we get it from a place
get it from a place like that where they would do it where it's exactly like the original.
Well, I have the other one, the Qbert, and it's got the knocker and all.
With the New Wave, the 1/6 scale.
Yeah.
Oh, it has.
So you know that.
Yeah, it's got the knocker.
You know that New Wave
awesome. It's absolutely incredible.
You know,
so if they can do it, if New Wave Toys can do it, I mean,
New Wave Toy. I'm
not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it.
Here's the thing, Jesse. I agree with Phil. If New Wave if they were to do a 3/4 scale version of it right out of the gate, that would be one of the biggest 3/4 scale cab coups of all time.
I believe
it would look immaculately like because you have that cat, you have the one that they did, so you know what I'm talking about.
It's absolutely
what would it cost? That's another topic. Like we don't know. We can't.
Well, remember, So they'd be putting the same solenoids that they put into the pinball machines, the exact same things. That's what I would be thinking. They would put that one solenoid in there.
Is that what that add-on is for the Ad Games 4K? Is that a solenoid? Did you see that? Go and check out the new pinballs. There's like a $400 like.
They're claiming it's a solenoid. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what
that just adds up, you guys. I was looking at that. Like, it's one thing spending the $1,200.
At games at this point, guys. I mean, they're just. I don't know.
Yeah. They're starting to rule it now a little bit. I mean, we'll see. I don't want to say anything about Ad Games right now until we see this pinball come out and see it and actually get it. I don't want to hype it up as much, till we see what this actually is. I want to see the 4K screen. I want to see the lag in it if there is any and all that,
Right, because for what you're paying for it.
Exactly. For what you're paying for it, you're getting up there now.
But depending on their ALU coming out with the license for Microsoft, that will determine what Arcade 1-Up does with their Killer Instinct cab and the Pro. Like, I just thought about the Pro. Like, they still have those. Like,
the Pro, they should put those out for a fire sale, half price.
Hey, I would sell my 3/4 for the Pro just because it would look great next to Pac-Man. Like,
it would be awesome. What price would you pay? $9.99 for it, or
no?
Saying
I think $4.99. I think would be.
Oh, I'd be all over it at $4.99. Yeah,
I think that.
Because what would we just say? They're selling the 3/4 scale. Well, who was it that had it? HSN or something for
like
$750 or something ridiculous?
Some ridiculous price that nobody will ever pay.
No, I don't get that. But I think you could see a $349.
I don't bother with HSN anymore. I don't.
Yeah, right.
Them and QVC kind of got up.
Well, unless they have all of a sudden partycades are showing up. Now that if that happens, you're gonna see it on a place like HSN QVC. Like,
they might get a small stock of Defender partycades again before the end of the year. People will be all over.
Imagine if that happened. I'd be all over it.
I hope next year brings more partycades. I really do. Because we haven't seen as many.
Yeah, so. I mean, if you want to rehash some of those, rehash on some of the stuff we want. We want the Turtles Countercade. We want Defender Partycade. Yep. Rehash on that.
Well, they're probably holding that as their ace in the hole, because if they can't come up with anything else, they'll re-release Defender and all that, and they'll guarantee
sales for it. Like they did this year with Star Wars,
Exactly.
Well, but
I think they waited on that.
It didn't sell out.
You're right.
Well,
there's still Star Wars, right?
That is true.
Yeah, but Star Wars is going to be the next.
Imagine it sold pretty well though.
But there's still pinball too. And they thought that was going to be big,
I forgot what you said, Mike, when I asked, would you upgrade? Would you go to the XL on your Star Wars? If they,
I don't think I did answer it. I don't know if I would. It depends on what either. That original, the sit down, I don't think I could get rid of it. I mean, maybe I would buy both.
I put the buy stuff mod in mind. Like, I don't know if I do that again with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like.
It depends on what it, if the deck and everything lit up like the original did, and it had the molding.
If it had the molding that came, then
if there was some sort of online, like even leaderboards, I mean, there'd be temptation there. Night, Kaylee.
Hey.
Good night, Kaylee.
Yeah, I don't think I would sell my original sit down. I would probably hang on to it. Just because that was the second cabinet I ever bought for one, and
I know there is some sentimental with your first three cabs. Like, I know.
I just think that sit down. I don't know how. I don't know if there's many of them that are out there right now. I think they're kind of hard to come by. Not like I said, not that I would ever sell it for profit, but the whole nostalgic thing,
Well, I think we're gonna see some more sales, guys, and I wouldn't freak out that you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't see the right stuff because
$50.
Well, let me just run off that 1 second because that was a question I wanted to ask the last stream. What is one cabinet in your collection you will never get rid of no matter what?
X-Men.
X-Men?
Mm-hmm. No way.
What about you, Mike?
It might be Star Wars. I would originally said TMNT because it was the first one I ever bought, but I think a 4-player XL with the original artwork, and if they somehow were able to get Shredder's Revenge on there, which I don't think is going to happen, I would probably upgrade it. But yeah, it would probably be Star Wars. I don't think I would get rid of it.
Yeah, those are my twos. I know I got to go with 2 because I can't go with 1. It would be the Burger Time Gets a Karate Champ and Star Wars. That would be the 2 I have to hold on to.
I agree, Kevin. Like it would have to be it would have to be a XL or something. But I mean, that was my first. That's the reason I got into this, guys. Once I saw these at Walmart, I walked past Marvel Superheroes. I walked past Defender, Joust, Rampage. I said if they ever do an X-Men, I'm getting it. And I thought I was set. That's all I need is 1.
That's funny because that's exactly what got me started was the Star Wars and
TMNT, the same thing.
I hate to say Burger Time. I'm going to say Karate Champ. So it was those 2 that got me started into the hobby. That was it.
And you want more? You're watching. You go down the rabbit hole. You're watching.
You go down that, yeah.
Oh, I remember that one. I remember that one. I want this one.
Yeah, right.
Next thing you know, you got 17 of them or more. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know.
It's crazy.
Just keep my fingers crossed that they all just hold up for. Give me 4 or 5 years out of these things before they all go.
I know.
It's like if they did have let's say X-Men was $2.99, would you buy another one just to have a backup?
I honestly would think about that. I would.
MG, could you sell us one of yours if that happened?
This guy has the right idea, sitting on a stock.
Yeah, MG's got a warehouse.
Like Mr. Burns going, they're going to be all coming to me one day.
Excellent.
Yeah. Going to next minute PCB. All right, $3,000.
That's right.
So that was one of the ones that I saw in the email that Arcade 1-Up sent that I know everybody got. That caught my attention. It was X-Men 300 off. I'm like, oh my god, what are they selling it for? Is this the time we're finally going to see it for $2.99?
Yeah. Because I was like $7.49. They're crazy.
Jeez. All right. Yeah. So much for that. Like, I mean, it's a great cabinet.
But now
you'd be out of your mind if you're paying $750 for
it. Come on.
Is it nice MG? That's my favorite arcade.
Especially now that I'm looking right at it, I'm staring right at it now, and there's the Yoga Flame now at $349. I mean, come on, if you're spending $750, which a lot of us have, and I have too. I mean, it's just silly. Just wait.
The marquee sucked on X-Men. It was terrible.
I still haven't changed my mic.
The speakers are terrible.
Well, yeah. Well,
it's
all the marquees.
Yeah.
Name me one marquee that came from Arcade 1-Up that is absolutely incredible. I don't think there's one really.
I mean, the X-Men Deluxe was like okay.
I don't mind the marquees on the countercades. The marquees on the countercades.
Oh, maybe I can't speak on those.
Yeah, no, they're always going to be a little better, I think, because of the smaller size.
Sable, even the Deluxe, the X Sable still makes just a little better.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, he's professional, graphics guy. So
I tell you, Retro 530, don't sleep on them either. I got a light up marquee in that cabinet back there from them, and it's fantastic.
I haven't mentioned him in a long time. Laramie is an awesome guy. If you want to get anything from it,
they're molded coin doors. I don't know if anybody has ever bought any of those.
Yeah,
they blow Arcade 1-Ups out of the water.
Did you buy a molded coin door?
Do they have it
on that cabinet too?
Do they have it where you can actually connect it and have it work as a coin button?
No, but you can push the buttons in. I
don't know why nobody. I don't know why nobody does that. I've got a Play Minimal Mortal Kombat machine that has a light up coin door, and when you press the light up coin door, it inserts the coin. I don't get what's so difficult about that. It's just a simple wiring scenario where you wire.
There's only one Arcade 1-Up that does that. I think it's the KI Pro.
KI Pro, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because you're paying $1,000 for the KI Pro. So
I just want to address Johnny Blaze. I just seen his comment. Yes, it did, Johnny. I did have to change the board on it. Yes, I lost control on it.
No, did they?
And I still have Glenn's retro trackball that I want to put in. I still haven't gotten to that yet. So, but yeah, I did put the board in, and I do have controls all back.
Was that covered under Arcade 1-Up when they still covered it?
It was at the time. Yeah, it was a while ago that it did it. Yeah. Yep. But I want to put the trackball in because this trackball is starting to get kind of crunchy. It's like it was good at the beginning. It was
Crunchy
really
balls.
Yeah, it's like I can't explain it. If anybody understands that, but it's like when you roll it, you can feel it like kind of crunchy a little bit. Like it's not smooth.
It needs to be replaced clearly.
Yes, and I have Glenn's. I'm sitting right there. I'm looking right at it, but I'll get to
one
it
day, right?
One day.
It's work.
Oh, his is dead.
Oh God!
So
I don't
that's
wanna hear
his,
that.
yours. Ralphie said the same thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny.
And wow, we have BCB. Where you been, man? Crunchy balls stink.
Crunchy balls stink. Yes, they
I mean, you can't argue with that. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you.
Yes, I will agree.
It's good in the Tempest cab. Go for it.
Yeah, I have it. I just have to put it in. Yep. I heard it's a little. I heard from people that it's a little oversensitive or something like that. That you have to kind of get used to it from the way it is from the original. But I don't care if it rolls nice. It's good for me. I don't give a shit.
So I wonder if Glenn's is modeled after the original, or like the arcade version. Is that why maybe it's so touchy? And the one arcade one up put in theirs isn't quite as good.
Well, the way a trackball works, it's got those little spinner rods. That's a 3-point spinner rod, and I think he just uses better ones than
better quality than what they had. Just a little getting used to.
Yeah,
that's not
faster.
That's not hard to do.
No.
Better than arcade 1-up. I mean, really, it's.
Yeah. Dude, I swapped the buttons out in that thing, and I didn't buy the greatest quality buttons. I couldn't believe
arcade 1-up.
Much different they really are.
Wasn't that funny? We have to say that if we put better controls in it, I have to get used to these. These are really good controls.
Yeah, I'm like, what is all the resistance?
This is moving too fast now.
But yeah, it's fun to do that kind of stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I just don't have time to do it.
Well, that's also half of that.
Yeah, well, that's why I haven't put my team encoder board in the iArcade yet, because I just haven't been motivated, haven't had time to do it.
It's one of the things you got to just set aside a couple hours, knowing you're going to get into something. And
well, what you said it, Zod. Arcade 1-up expects us to be electrical engineers now, so
yeah,
we have to put that hat on when we come home from whatever
electrical engineer. Then you got to be a beta tester. You got to be a builder. You got to you got to be Bob Vila with these arcade machines, and
that's right.
Piece it all together.
It's expected.
Yeah, the puzzle kit.
When I opened up that Star Wars,
it's an adult puzzle kit, and your reward is
that's right.
You get to play a mediocre arcade game, but you're not building it.
Which if you guys ever built one of those Roku puzzles, is it a Roku? No, I don't know if it's Roku.
Roku's the
Roku's the TV.
I know what you're
talking down that road.
It's not Roku. It's very similar in name, though. It's
you could do it saying.
Yeah, those are cool. I love them.
Now, saying I just haven't done it because I just haven't had time, and I don't want to, and because I know it's going to be long and involving too, because you gotta back up your original games on there. Then you gotta connect it to your computer and run all these things. Then you gotta add the games, and you gotta do all the tinkering to make sure the games are, have all the iArcade stuff and list on the menu.
Thank you, Stock Jock.
You were close.
A lot of work.
Stock Jock's got all the answers, man.
He does.
He really does.
I'm looking
starting to believe you're AI, Stock Jock.
You look at Johnny Blaze's comment that Buy Stuff needs to do a retro shooter kit for. Wouldn't it work though? I'm just trying to think of how I hooked mine up. If you plug in,
that's what I was wondering.
USB, I think of all because it's just like your TV. Like if you just disconnect everything on your iArcade and you just plug into a USB, it should just.
Well, because the team encoder board is a USB board, and you plug that in, you can plug peripherals in like guns and stuff like that. I would think you would be able to connect the retro shooter kit to it.
They never answered your question, Zod. When you commented, Buy Stuff, for the iArcade, they never responded
No,
to
he
that
never
comment. I
replied.
remember seeing that.
And I'm wondering if he didn't respond because they're actually going to put out some kind of a kit for the iArcade, and they just haven't, worked out all the details for it yet. But I expected him to reply because I said that pretty early out there. Phil, you saw it was pretty early out there. It was one of the first questions on the thing, and I'm like, I know he saw it. It's like, don't be a scumbag. I know you saw it.
Mike.
Yeah, Doc. I'm actually going to get that. I've been holding off on it. I can't wait to get it. It's going to be one of the biggest Roker builds that I've done so far, and I'm really looking forward to that. If anybody's into building stuff, I know it's prime time, but I got to watch my mouth. Yeah, that looks really awesome. Have you done it? Stock Jock? Do you have it? Because I've heard it's awesome. I mean, it's a lot. It's like thousands and thousands of pieces, but
what are they sitting on this KI Pro for? I'm staring at KI Pro. Like, why are they still sitting on this?
$9.99?
Yes.
Price hasn't budged, huh?
I mean, Mike, how many do they have?
They've got a whole warehouse. I'm telling you,
they were sold out for a minute there.
It's coming to Ollie's. That was false scarcity. It's coming to Ollie's. I'm telling you, the KI Pro will be at Ollie's just like NFL Blitz.
I would love to have the KI Pro. I think it'd look awesome.
No, I know. Oh, it would. It definitely would. I mean, it's a nice looking cabinet. $1,000 is a tough pill to swallow, though.
Well, no way. $499 though, guys.
Oh yeah.
I mean, arcade went up. They should just drop it. Just liquidate. I mean, you're still making $500. Just
lick your wounds. Yeah, take your loss.
Man, we're not asking for much here. We're not saying $299. We're saying $499.
It's probably some weird loophole where they probably lost the license now because At Games has the license, so they can't put them out. So they have to destroy the remaining ones that they have because they're not contractually, they can't do anything. It's probably some weird thing like that. That's why. Unless they sell it at full price, because then the money goes to
what if they well, what if they do a sale when they do a sale on the 3/4 scale for $299? How does that apply to the Pro then? No one's going to pay $699 for the 3/4 scale.
No.
Well, that was the whole conundrum in the first place when they first announced it.
Well, I
don't get it.
Like, or were they giving us options? They're saying if you want a real looking arcade, here it is, $1,000. Or if you want the 3/4 scale, like the whole thing with arcade went up is they give us options. They have 16 different form factors.
KI should have been a partycade for sure. Killer Instinct should have been a partycade, and it should have been a countercade. That's how they would have maximized usage on that license.
Ooh, can I answer BCB?
Yeah,
sorry.
I wanted to put that up for you.
Hey BCB, it plays good. Now I did notice. So they're giving you 2 more sensors. When you play 2 players, you're gonna need all 4 sensors. If you're just playing by yourself, the 2 sensors on the top it's fine. But I was playing. My mom stopped over. I was showing her the game, and my cursor kind of, or crosshair, I should say, kind of went off to the side. So it will work better with the 4, but it does hold up. It's playing good. Plus, you get all those other games on there. But I can see why they added those 2 sensors. So if you have the mod, if you bought the kit, you might want to hit Retro Shooter up or buy stuff for those other 2 sensors because it might work a little bit better. But it's a great kit. Just like the racing, you're going to get a lot of play out of it, and it's a great multi-cade.
Address MG.
It's still good.
No.
Which one?
That
one. Yeah, he's trolling you. He's trying to bring out that inner Jersey, I think.
Yeah, no, I didn't see them either. But I'll tell you what, the drama continued with that. So,
you got to tell us the story because
we have
to
people
go back to Mike's poll. To go back to Mike's poll, like I don't think we finished that poll question, but Jesse did buy not 1, but how many? 2 TVs Black Friday?
2 in a week, 2 in 3 days actually, and Okay, so hang on 1 second. Let me just do this if we have time. Do we have time?
We have time.
Okay. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. So here's the first TV that I bought, right? This ain't gonna work.
Did you see the claw machine?
Yeah, the one-up claw machine.
That's coming. We're gonna talk about that next week.
That's Cyrus's favorite product.
This is handing out free turkeys for people who can outrun security.
I can't get it. Anyway, that's all right. Well, anyway, so so it went from the Roku 4K supposed TCL.
Okay,
And here's the thing I was looking for last stream, and it says 4K. Now here's the part that's funny. It's 4K ultra high def, and here's what it says on the box: picture quality. It doesn't actually say that it's 4K. It just says it's 4K ultra high def picture quality. So that's not actually telling you that it's 4K. It's just telling you that, hey, it kind of looks like 4K. We're giving you kind of the quality of 4K in a way, so it's not exactly 3840 by 2160, so that had to go.
A hot dog is just a hot dog.
So that went back, and I wound up getting the LG OLED EVO, the Web OS, and this thing is actually really, really cool. Zod, I think you'd be interested in this. It has AI. It has an AI processor in it.
I thought I saw that on the box.
Which is, at first I'm like, okay, well, what does that even mean? So I was watching Miracle on 34th Street last night. Okay, so Miracle on 34th Street. I don't know when it was from. I think 30s or 40s, whatever it was. Well, the AI actually takes the picture and fixes it itself and makes it into 4K. It makes it just high definition picture. It creates it on the fly.
It tinkers with
it's amazing. Like, I can't get over it. It's incredible.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You want 4K on this old cartoon, this old 80s?
Yeah, you want AI
cartoon? No problem. We got you covered. AI spruce it up for you.
It's unbelievable. It's incredible. Yeah.
Wow.
So no 4K at games for Jesse.
No, I'm not falling for it.
I'm not buying another at games product again.
No,
until they make some major changes with their company.
No, it's not even that. I'm not buying anything where someone's going to claim that right now we got the highest tech, and then you buy it and you're like, no, it ain't. There's a lot of problems with it right now. No. So I want to weed it out first and see.
Garbage, pure garbage. You got to be honest about what At Games is doing right now. At Games practices are horrible. They're nerfing all the bring your own game options for their arcades. They conned us with Star Trek, made it seem like we were actually getting a Star Trek pinball machine, but they're giving us a Star Trek 09 pinball machine that nobody wants, a license that is completely defunct at this point. At Games is horrible. I don't know who they're listening to over there. I don't know who is that company for? Like, is Michael B. president of that company at this point? Because I don't get it.
Say it, Zod. I got my finger on the button.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Scumbag.
I'll make sure that's the last one of the night. We're already up almost to 2 hours, so
we held off on it for quite a while. We did well.
Yeah, I don't want to burn it out already. That's going to be one of my new go-tos.
I'm going to look forward to that on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
I just have to be quick.
We never run out of them, though, Mike. That's the thing.
I know.
Run out of them. They're all over the place. As Jesse and Phil have
you can't escape them.
This week, you cannot escape them. They're just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's right.
It's an epidemic.
The scumbag
Well,
epidemic.
How did the poll finish out?
I closed it out, and now I can't find it. 54% of the people said yes, they did make a home arcade edition this Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So there you go. More than half of the people did.
I think the prices were a little better this year than last year. For that,
they were better
that time frame. Yeah, I really do. We saw other things that happened, and I think we'll see it again.
Yep. You think the countercade's going to $99 was a big part of that?
I think that and Yoga Flame for $349.
Yeah.
I think even Time Crisis to $6 and the NBA Jam Deluxe for $519. Guys, I mean it was $599. It was $649 when it came out. It's not a bad price. We'd like to see it lower, but
but I mean, if you can get a countercade for $99, no matter which it is, I'd jump on it. Because my arcades, the little tiny more arcades, are going for $50, $60.
That's very true, Jesse. That's a good point.
Yeah,
those countercades are far more.
The countercades,
they're way
modded to add more games, and you're good to go. So,
Kevin, I think that if you got it from Kohl's at $299, you get the 105, 110 Kohl's cash. It's $199 if you look at it that way.
Like head-to-head tables, I was going to put coffee on it and use it as like a small coffee table.
Well,
if you were careful, maybe if it had a lid on it.
If I had a spot, I would have picked up either Pawn or Marvel versus Capcom.
I wanted Pac-Man. I didn't want. I actually wanted Pac-Man for the head-to-head table. I just think that'd look cool.
No, the MK2 has some games on there that. Gorf and Sinistar. There's some decent games. They all have value.
Those are all on the Defender. They
all have value. There's something unique about each
They
one.
never put them on anything else.
You got to buy
Gorf needs its own cab, for Christ's sake.
Well, because they made a Defender stand up for a minute there, right?
And it was
just like reskin.
Yeah,
it was just a reskin Mortal Kombat, basically.
Is that what it is?
Okay,
Mortal Kombat Legacy, right?
Picture a Defender cabinet with a Mortal Kombat button layout.
Yeah,
but
that's the difference with the Partycade, right?
The Partycade is all Defender 100%.
With Gorf, they're going to give you the same crap joystick they give you on Tron.
Oh
yeah.
Well, Gorf is on the Defender Partycade, so Gorf is.
Tron is a nightlight, right? I mean, we get that. We're just.
Oh yeah.
It does give you that.
Tron is that expensive as that really expensive but beautiful looking nightlight.
That's why I would have loved to have. What's the Sega? Sega the airplane game, or Zaxxon for that matter. And they would give that same joystick, and I'd be hard pressed to buy it with that joystick that they have.
You're talking about Act Racer?
No.
What is it called? The one where you're.
That's one of my favorite games too.
The airplane game.
I'm having a senior moment. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that was the other one I was thinking about.
I rely on you younger guys.
Afterburner. Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. It's very challenging to get the Defender Partycade these days.
Yeah, very challenging.
That's what it was. The Defender was just a reskin. Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember, but it was just weird to me that
sold out.
They never
I didn't see that.
What did?
That Defender 3/4 scale. It actually finally
sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
that's all it was. It was just a legacy.
One of the biggest mistakes they could have made, putting that out like that. When everybody wanted the Partycade, what they should have did was make a 3/4 scale version of the Partycade. I don't know why they didn't do the 3/4 scale Partycade. As a regular
the best game lineups on that.
I mean, unless they've lost some of their licenses, why couldn't they still? That's the thing.
I don't think they've lost those license guys. I think
that they're what a wasted opportunity then.
Well, they got to sell these other cap guys. There's like
you took it right out of my mouth. I was going to say it.
Put out everything.
There's
They
so
don't
many
want to do
cabinets.
it because to do the party cage, they would have to put in the same basic size monitor, and they want to up the price for you to pay the upper price for the cabinet. So then that's why they've kind of pulled back on the party cage a lot.
Yeah,
otherwise
because it's the same, but it's virtually the same.
it's virtually the same thing.
It's just better for you if you have limited space.
Right. So why haven't they done it? It's just because they want to up the price to give you, more cardboard.
They should just do.
I would be happy with them if they got rid of the 3/4, the regular, 3/4 scale ones that they have, and if they just went from XL, Partycade, Countercade. That's what they should have.
Not everyone has the space for the XL. The Deluxe are only 19 inches wide. So
yeah,
I did see a comment.
I'll be honest. I don't have any
Deluxe.
space for the
You
XL.
have Deluxe in there too.
You can fit more Deluxe in a row.
Yeah, you can have Deluxe, but
the riser's just that much wider.
But I mean, my thing is, how many form factors do they need? And let's hope they never make another Couchcade, because that Couchcade was the biggest failure they ever came up with. And that thing still,
I know.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Boy, did I deal on Kohl's with that Couchcade. Like, I want to say I got it for like $36, $40. Guys, I mean, they're selling it for $150. Come on.
Jeez.
150.
It's a great gift. It's a fun gift to give to somebody. Like, we're
I
not
guess
gonna
for someone
35,
that's not
40
into
bucks
all
or
this
whatever.
stuff,
It's just something. Hey,
Yeah, that's probably a big part of it. Exactly what he's saying. To get the retailers on board.
that's that's been their problem from the beginning to get the retailers.
It is. And the Pac-Man, like we said, I think we mentioned it earlier in the show. Anybody out there, everybody knows Pac-Man. It's
exactly
like Phil said, it was the most highly sold game of all time. So.
Yeah, but then again, you have to think to yourself, well, how many times is Costco going to put Pac-Man on its floor? I mean, after a while, they're even going to say themselves, well, I'm not going to put Pac-Man out for the 5th, 6th year now.
Does the average person notice the subtle differences between
do they actually see that the stream is
what are they going to do different? What could they do differently with Pac-Man?
It's the retailer that dictates that, though. So the retailer must be telling them, Pac-Man is selling, give us more of these.
No, that could be true. Yeah.
Expect to see Ms. Pac-Man the next time at Costco.
Next year. Yeah,
sure. Yeah, probably.
Yep.
100%. Miss Pac-Man XL, Street Fighter. See, and that's the other thing. That Street Fighter 2 Partycade is a nice looking Partycade as well. Have you guys seen the Street Fighter 2?
Yeah, it was tempting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Looking one. I almost got it last year. It almost went down to $100. It was at 100 and it was on sale at Walmart for like $129. And I was like, if it goes down to $100, I'm getting it. I want to see if it goes down to $29 more. Come on,
I don't know if Half Dozen is still in the chat, but he actually took the PCB from Big Blue and put it into his Street Fighter 2 Partycade, and it's online. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's what he was saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, take your
that is incredible. Makes me wonder if they ever made a Mortal Kombat Partycade. Well, hopefully now, if they make a Mortal Kombat Partycade, they'll just automatically have it online. But
you would hope so with the updates coming, right? Supposedly coming.
2024, every line should be online, including countercades.
They should.
Yeah,
that was like that world's largest Donkey Kong that I seen at a convention many years ago.
I think I remember seeing pictures of this thing.
Yeah, that thing was huge. It was in New York, actually, not that long ago.
You actually physically saw it in person?
Yeah, I did.
Did you? That's
you
awesome.
had to
you climb up on a scaffold or stairs.
Climb up on a ladder, to get to the controls.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that thing. Yeah. Well, boys, it's been over 2 hours.
Yeah, that went fast.
So, right? You got something to do right now? You got some place to be?
We'll see everybody on Saturday. So
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate everybody for showing up.
You got to definitely,
you guys are great.
Definitely subscribe to Mike Worley's channel. Come on,
and everybody here. If you're not
up here, come on,
please do it. Like
Mike needs these.
Yeah, but Mike, we got to get him to 500. And he's almost there.
Mike is
right
close.
there.
We got to get him there.
Tell your friends. Tell your family. I don't know.
Do the Batman. I want you to tell your friends about me.
Yeah,
tell your friends about me.
Whatever you got to do, abduct somebody. I don't know. Whatever it is, just tell them.
Whatever it is, I like that.
However you got to coerce.
Where are you going to be Saturday, MG?
No, you
have
don't.
stuff to do.
What do you got to do, MG?
Oh man,
get a bowl of cereal and keep your pajamas on and come to
just have us on in the background.
We're still here. Yeah. Why not? This is our debut episode of Prime Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be every Tuesday night, guys. I'm calling it now. Every
throwing that out already.
Prime time, guys.
Thank you, Rich. I mean, yeah, we'll start out slow, you know.
Man.
But yeah, I like the I
go for the jugular. You gotta go for it, guys.
Every Tuesday. Yeah. Oh God.
Gotta do a Tuesday night show. It works.
Showgirls time.
That's right.
Showgirls.
I mean, get out the showgirls.
He said it. Yeah.
Showgirls 4K.
Yeah. What are the and MG? What's those dolls again? The action heroes. What are they?
Oh, Action Man.
Oh,
Action Man. Yeah.
Okay, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Come on.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, thanks for being here, everybody. It was great to hang out.
If you think that was a good Chris Berman, you got to go back at the very beginning and watch the first 1 minute. All right, guys. Yep, I think
guys.
We've gone on long enough. So, everybody, again, thank you for coming and check us out Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. Right?
Yes, and hit the thumbs up button on the way out, guys.
Right. Thank you,
good
everybody.
night.
Good night,
everybody.
Good night.
Sit, Ubu, sit.